Okay, it has been almost half a month. I did not post anything on YouTube. So what was I doing? Let me introduce you to Evolve, a brand new GTK theme manager for GNOME. You remember, whenever you install a new theme on your system, you always need to copy the GTK4 folder from the theme folder itself, go to home, then .config. Inside the GTK4 folder, you need to copy all the contents. So it is a little bit of a difficult process to do every time. But right now with Evolve, you can directly apply it just like you apply a GTK3 theme from the GNOME Tweaks window. What makes Evolve interesting is not just its GTK4 support, it also has a bunch of cool new features. So watch till the end to know more. Let me also make this clear that Evolve is completely free and open source, so you can download the app from the GitHub link provided in the description. You can also get the complete access to the source code of this app itself. And if you're a Patreon supporter, thank you so much for your support. You will get some extra perks and features inside the app too. Watch till the end to know more, or you can follow me on Patreon to know that part. Anyway, let us dive in and let me show you the features of Evolve. Okay, so this is the current condition of all the themes. As you can see, this is the default Advaita theme. Even for GTK4, nothing is applied, so it's all default. Now, I will just go and open Evolve over here, and I kept it inside music because I don't have other nice place, all are cluttered up. And this is the default window. Now, you will notice that it does not follow the Advaita color scheme because I was stupid enough to use my own preferred default color scheme, which I use for most of my app development. But yeah, I'll change it later so that it matches the current theme of Advaita. But anyway, now I have some themes already downloaded. I will be installing from here. You will notice that the theme folder is missing. So you can either create the theme folder from within the app itself, or you can just install a new theme and the folder will be created automatically. So I'll just go and install a new theme. As you can see, I have the Everforest GTK Dark already over here. I'm just going to go here, but before that, let me show you how this user interface works. So here you will see the location part, which directory you are currently in. For example, if I go to .icons, you'll see home/username/.icons, and nothing is there, so nothing to see here is getting shown. There is also the back button, and I've also programmed this small animation, so it looks nice like this. Even in the sidebar, it has these options for quick launch. You have documents, downloads, and the root directory also. There are some mismatch for the indices in the root directory due to some reason, I don't know. I will be solving this issue so that error is handled. Now let me also show you one more thing before I continue. If you want to actually see the log output of this, you can open it in console and just run this, which is /GTK theme manager, and run this. And as you can see, the output log will be over here. Although most of the exceptions are handled very well, inside the app itself, you will see an error message if there is any kind of exception. So it's better error handling. Now let's move on to the home directory where we have the Everforest GTK theme. And inside here, let's go to themes, and we're going to install the Everforest dark bordered theme, which is the dark BL. Now a single click on the theme directory asks you if you want to install it or not. Just click on install and done. Now it will ask you to restart the application because it's not really ready to go back and see the files over here. What you can do is, if you don't want to restart, the best option is to restart, especially when you try to install icons. But for themes, it is kind of fixed like this. If you just go to icons, go back to themes, you will see all the theme info present here. For GNOME Shell, it is showing nothing because nothing is there. Now also a reminder that for GNOME Shell you need to have user themes installed, so that extension must be enabled before you try to use or change GNOME Shell. Now as you can see, there's Advaita getting used, which is the default. We have GTK4, nothing is applied over here. What you can do is just select Everforest Dark B from here itself. Now if you go to global themes option, Advaita app theme is also Advaita, but which is wrong. Currently it is using the default fallback theme of the application. Now I'll just change this to Everforest Dark B. Now as you can see, it does not apply to the entire system. Instead, it just applies the colors to the app itself. So if I now click on the info button, you will see Everforest Dark B and some info related to the app. So GTK4 support is available for Everforest Dark B. Also, it supports GNOME Shell. You also have XFCE support and Cinnamon support along with that of GTK support inside GNOME. So these options are also available from here. So you can see the kind of support you get from one particular theme. Currently, we have Everforest Dark B installed. So I'll just press the OK button and you will see that all of these changes to Everforest Dark B. Okay, so it just applies everything at one go. Even the GTK4 version is set as Everforest Dark B. Now I will notice this option for toggling dark mode or light mode. This actually does nothing, just changes the GTK CSS file. The information is quite well described inside the info button, so you can read it from here itself. So let us stay in the dark mode and let me show you some other stuff. Let's go to icons. Okay, before that, let's install some icons from the icon pack. So the dark version I'm going to install and done. Close, and I'll go back to icon. If I refresh, you see the dark version gets installed. Now if I click on it, as you can see, currently I'm using no icons. They are just the default icons from GNOME Shell. So if I click on the Everforest Dark option for icons, it gets applied. So you have the entire theme applied in a few clicks. You need not have to create folders, files or anything, just apply it easily. Now let me show you a real life usage of some of the stuffs that I have over here. Now I'm going to create a mod of this, but before that I'm going to install another theme from the web. You will see that GTK4 theme is not applied. It's actually applied very well. If you just log out and log back in, you will notice all the changes in the application. So for the GTK4 to get applied, you just need to log out and back in. That is all. Okay, now before we move on, let me show you from where it understands that the current theme getting used is actually Everforest Dark B for GTK4. So basically I have done a change inside the .config directory. If you go to .config and GTK4, this is the actual file which consists of all the important data which changed the GTK4 theming. So as you can see, there is this extra file which I have put, which my application has put, which is the theme info.json, and if you open it, the theme name is described well over here, which is Everforest Dark B. Now that is how my app understands that the current theme is Everforest Dark B. Now if you had manually applied it previously, it won't have any idea, but if you want to apply it from the app itself, from the next application of the theme, the app will inform you which theme is currently installed. So that is how it happens. Okay, now let's move on. Now I'm going to install another theme. So let's open the Firefox window and search for GTK theme. Okay, GTK themes. So let's go for the Grovebox theme. So I'm going to show you a very real life application of this theme. So let's go for the entire Grovebox GTK theme and go to files. So we're going for the dark bordered version. Wait for a few seconds to download. Now the problem we are trying to solve is this user interface problem. It looks weird. The buttons are coming out of it. So how can I solve it? So we are going to take this Grovebox theme, which looks kind of similar to the Everforest theme already, but just the colors are a bit different, and change the colors of the Grovebox theme so that it looks like the shell theme, so that it ends up looking like the Everforest theme. But I think that will become a kind of a theming video. I already have this video actually where I change this color scheme of Grovebox to match that of the Everforest theme because of these problems. But anyway, let us just install this theme from here itself. Again, go to downloads. Here we have Grovebox Dark B and install. Done. Now we go back. Okay, close this, refresh, and done. As you can see, Grovebox Dark B is installed. Whenever you apply it, the color scheme also changes to Grovebox Dark B. You get all the stuff over here which are supported by the theme itself. press the OK button and it installed. Now see, these are done so well. So I'm just going to change the stuff from GNOME shell. Just click the edit button here and change the background and the foreground colors accordingly. I know this page still looks under development. I mean, it just shows all the colors together inside the gtk.css file or gtkdark.css, whatever you would choose. And it's quite difficult to understand which one is what. But as of now, you get this indication that which one is the background color and which one is the foreground color. So you can change them to get an idea of the theme, what will be coming out as a final. In the future updates, I'm planning to add more parameters to this so that you can safely edit the CSS file itself without causing any issues. So let's see what we can do. Okay, let's click this. This is the background color. I think we do not need to change it. Let us change all the variants to kind of green. This is a very random change. It might not have much effect, but yeah. Okay, so I did a bit of random changes over here. So let's apply system and see what happens. So I'm just going to switch back to a different GNOME shell and switch back to Graph.box. As you can see, the colors are changing slowly. It's not really very ready. As you can see, it's just a mess of all the colors inside the CSS file. So it's a bit difficult to know what stuff is affecting what. So we are getting kind of weird changes over here, but most of it kind of works as of now. So yeah, but in the future, what I'm planning in a few days rather, that I'm going to change this user interface to something more understandable, which will include all the important stuff that may be changed inside the gtk.css file in a very human readable format so that it is easier to understand. Okay, you can also reset it before you apply system. Obviously you can't reset after applying system. Now let me show you this part also. So let us try to edit the GTK3 version for the Graph.box Dark B. Now the interesting part of this is the theme gets reflected to the app itself before you apply to the system. So if I change this color maybe to something kind of reddish, you'll see the background actually changes to something reddish. I don't know due to compression if it is visible or not. Let me try something bizarre so that it becomes more evident. So check this out. So it changes instantly to a different color. So maybe if it is Everforest, you could have changed the background to something like this to make it lighter. For this theme, I'm going to change the background color and the foreground color is this. So let's go for a complementary of the color in the background and make it lighter. I'm not trying to achieve anything here. I'm just trying to prove a point that it allows you to change it inside the app itself. If you go back without doing anything, you will see the change is preserved inside the app. It is literally applied inside the app as a theme. Now the fun part is if you close this application, if I close this completely, go back to Evolve and run this, you will see that it is still applied. But if I change the theme is actually, okay, let's restart tweaks because it still does not know what themes are installed. Okay, so here we have it. Let's go to Graph.box Dark B. Let's restart tweaks again so that the theme gets applied. And as you can see, none of the color changes are applied. This looks kind of greenish. So to make it more evident, let me change the color even further to something like red so that it's more understandable, light red. As you can see, it's very much different. For the foreground, change to something green. So this is what it looks like. This is completely different color from the current theme. Now if I close this and restart Evolve, it still remembers the colors that were actually installed. Now if I switch to the light mode, you will see that the light version of the GTK file is not actually edited. So it's still having that previous color. But yeah, if we switch back to dark, this is what it looks like. Now, if you want to install it, you just need to apply system. Before you apply system, it's not applied to the actual theme. It is saved differently in a different GTK file. So if you want, you can just roll back all the changes from here itself. And if you're not sure about something, the best thing you can do is just, so let's go to GTK3 and hit reset. Now, as you can see, it's using all the default colors. Now, if you're not very sure of the theme you're trying to make, you can just hit the plus button. So maybe you're trying to create a mod of the Gruffbox Dark B, or might be some different theme, for example the Everforest Dark B. Hit the plus button. So it's a mod of Everforest Dark B. Change its name, or just keep it whatever it is. Make sure to press this button after the change, or else it will not be updated. But yeah, for GTK 3 we are going to use the default part from Everforest Dark B. For 4 we are going to use the default, or let's do one thing, let's use Gruffbox Dark B for GTK 3, and for 4 we are using the Everforest Dark B. And for the GNOME shell, again we are going to use Gruffbox Dark B. Click on create theme and it will create it. So as you can see, it's successfully created. Close it. Now go back to icons and go to themes to see all of the themes updated properly. Now let's switch to Everforest Dark B mod. As you can see, the color scheme is actually fetched from the GTK 3 directory and it's using the Gruffbox colors. Now when I apply the theme, the Gruffbox colors are applied. But however, the modified Gruffbox theme is applied here, and also inside GTK 4 you're actually using the original Everforest Dark GNOME shell. Okay, let's edit the gtk3.css file to make it look like Everforest. I'm going to do something bizarre. Let's go to green, increase the lightness, and for the colors let's go for something red and make it look like this. Okay. This is our final result. It's not really pretty, but yeah, it will do our job. Apply system, done. Now just switch back to a different theme and back to Dark B and see all the colors are changed. So this was all about the theming part and the capabilities of the theming part for Evolve. The same goes for GTK 4. You can click it and you can change all the colors from here itself. Again, I will be editing this part so that it becomes more readable and understandable at the same time. Even here, if you try to change the colors, it's all applied to the system again, so you can understand where this thing is going, and you will be able to see how it is going to look like. So yeah, again you can go and just reset everything. No issues with that. Okay, icons. So currently the icons are installed, Everforest Dark. Now if you want to install some more icons, I'll just show you again. We have them inside here. So here we have one of them, Zafiro Node Black. Now there's a cool feature I've added which is filter. If you click on that, you will see just the icon packs or the themes available. So Zafiro Node Black, install, done. Okay, let's turn off filter so that we can see the other icons. So I don't know why all of the themes are not supported. I'm still trying to put support for most of the themes, but yeah, you will see support for most of them. Here we have MKOS Big Sur Night, and just for showing, I'll also create our own icon pack kind of thing. So new folder, I'll just name it Shady Icons because it will be representing the corrupted icon packs. So just to open it, I'm just going to add a bunch of fake folders so that it makes the app think that this is a icon pack. And let us see how it responds to that. So let us see what are the icons we can get. So let's just copy this index.theme. Let's copy actions. I think that is all required to make it think that this is an icon pack. I'll just close it. Okay, it's not getting updated. What you can do is again close and reopen the application. It's the best thing you can do. Now as you can see, the icon pack may be corrupt. Now let me just switch back to Everforest Dark B so that it looks normal. So icon pack may be corrupt for the shady icons. It automatically understands and warns you that the icon pack may not be the right icons for applying. So if I apply this shady icons, you will see that it will give you another warning that the icon pack you're trying to apply may be corrupted and some system icons may not show after applying. So if I still apply that, you will see some weird stuff happening, just like over here, these icons showing up. If you click on other icons, you don't get any error messages or anything. It just applies automatically. Especially for the corrupted icons, I've added this, so it's a cool new feature that is in Evolve. Okay, More features are coming up. It's just the version 1.1 and already we have so many features inside this. Thank you so much to all the Patreon supporters for making this possible. Thanks a lot. And you also use it, check it out from the description below. Just download it from GitHub. The builds are all available. If you want, just go there and download and use it, and just comment and tell me what you think about this application. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.